listen, there are two teams in the league that I look at them and I'm like, I don't think they have a single strength.
Ouch.
The Patriots and the Panthers.
Lord, that's a team.
Well, I don't know that you are anymore. Maybe, we'll see, but the loss of Judon hurts, but regardless on the Panthers, I feel badly for Bryce. And with that said, because of the schedule and because Bryce can't be as bad as last year and because Dave Canales, undersized quarterback, get it together, I could see a scenario where they finish third because this team, I think, is a train wreck waiting to happen. I still have them third, though, the New Orleans Saints. I think everyone's gone. I think Derek Carr's gone after this year. Dennis Allen's gone after this year. They might finally do what they've long needed to do, which is shake up that front office. We might see Spencer Rattler. They're just such an old team that keeps putting everything on the credit card. They can't move on from players they want to because the dead money hit is bigger than their this year cap hit. And so that Rattler would kind of be a get out of jail free card because he's so cheap. You can deal with Derek Carr. But I think the Saints are a 5-win team, which is why I think it's possible that the Panthers could jump them. And by the way, you know what's good for the two other teams in the division? You can go 4-0 against these two teams because number 2, Bake Show, back in the playoffs once again. You know what Baker does when he's healthy? Makes the playoffs, wins a playoff game, throws for 300 yards in the playoffs. That's just what the man does when he's healthy, when he's not dealing with a terrible shoulder injury that he should have had surgery on. They're going to go 4-0 against the Saints and Panthers. They also have on the schedule Washington early. Denver, the Giants, and the Raiders.
Denver wins.
Just handle those teams. You have your 8 wins.
Yeah.
Can you split with Atlanta? Can you steal one other game the rest of your schedule? All of a sudden you have 10 wins. We all know they have a good offensive line. We all know they have good receivers. If the defense can hold up, Bake Show do what he does, back in the playoffs, back surprise.
Let's put this in perspective real fast. He has the Packers missing the playoffs, but the Bucs getting into the playoffs. That's insanity.
Last time we saw Bake Show in the playoffs, he was lighting up Bruce Eagles, keeping them in that supernatural funk.
That's not the last time we saw them. We saw them lose
team that
the Lions.
It's the rare team that August editions really matter. I was going to have the Bucs win this division, but Judon and Simmons, adding them to buttress that back 7. Now you have 2. Jesse Bates might be the best safety in the league outside of Kyle Hamilton. You add Simmons, you got a real pass rush with Judon. I feel like the offense is going to be formidable-ish, and I know you guys don't gamble. There is a bet that if anybody out there would like to make this market, I would appreciate it. The Falcons to win the NFC South, host the Lions in round 1, and get waxed. Like that, I can't. The Falcons winning that division and losing a home playoff game to whoever the best wild card team, I feel like that is a fait accompli, but they win the division, Greg.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I think this is honestly hilarious and great because I have a lot of, I want to see if I can just get it here. Yep. Okay. Because I have a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans and Baker Mayfield fans hating on me because I picked the Falcons to win the division. They come at me left and right. I'm still getting comments on a video that I made months ago. And I don't even, it's like, sure. And now here is Nick Wright, who we know is obviously a Baker Mayfield fan. So obviously the Bucs are going to like him and the fans are going to like him for that, And yet he's saying that the Falcons are going to win the division. So I want to know, I would love to hear, what do you guys have to say about that one? Because I said the Falcons are going to win the division, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's insane. Oh my God, I'm a hater. I'm just trying to, get views or whatever, which doesn't make any sense. But now what happens when Nick echoes that the Falcons are going to win the division? Because this is what I said. I said the Bucs will be second. I don't think they make the playoffs, though, because I think the Lions, the Bears, and the Packers alone are all better than the Bucs. They'll get in the playoffs over the Bucs. The Commanders will get into the playoffs over the Bucs if it unfolds that way. The Dallas Cowboys are better than the Bucs. The Eagles are better than the Bucs. There's just too many teams that are better than the Bucs. It's just a reality. And I think the Falcons convincingly win that division. Without a doubt. This is the Atlanta Falcons division. Without a doubt. Kirk Cousins is going to thrive with Atlanta. I love what they're doing. Love what they're doing. They were just a quarterback away from being competitive. And as Nick added, though, that they added even more pieces on top of that, they're just that much better. They've never had an offensive identity. Not never, but, for years. They haven't had anyone that can run an offense. They finally have Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins doesn't have to be a top 5 quarterback. Everybody wants to kind of get in this fight of how good is Kirk Cousins. Guys, he's not a bottom 5 quarterback. Even if he's just a complete average quarterback, that's still infinitely better than what the Falcons have had. It's undeniable that Kirk Cousins is a legitimate starting quarterback in the NFL. If you're debating that, I don't know what to say to you. We don't have to go much deeper than that. The Falcons just need an actual starting quarterback to be competitive, to be legit. And they have that. And the beauty is that they also have the offensive coordinator now to also tie this all together. So we don't have to really have all these question marks of like, well, how are they going to run this offense? Who's going to actually, who's going to be the play caller, especially with a defensive head coach. And that's the beauty of what the Falcons have done. So yeah, I think they have tremendous momentum. And listen, I think Kirk Cousins should definitely start and be successful over, say, a Penix. But let's just say Kirk Cousins did not make a full recovery. Let's just say he gets banged up again. I believe even Penix would be able to step up and make some moves. Because he's also a very mature quarterback at this point. I'm not saying that he'll be able to step in and just be this great top, steal the rookie of the year or something like that. But I think he would still have success. I don't think it would be a disaster like what we've seen with Bryce Young and the Panthers. Or whoever the heck the quarterbacks were for all the years with the Commanders. I'm not imagining that. So either way, no matter who the quarterback is, although again, Kirk Cousins, the Falcons are in good shape. I see them winning the division. I see the Falcons still coming in second. The Bucs coming in second, but missing the playoffs. There's just too many good teams, right? Like Nick has the Bucs making the playoffs, but not the Eagles, not the Packers. That's insanity to me. That does not make sense. But I just really want to hear the Bucs fans explain who Nick, I'm sure they love Nick, and the Baker Mayfield fans, why aren't they not winning the division? What do you think about that? What do you think about Nick saying that the Bucs are not going to win the division? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.